A world-famous city is often the hub of world-leading ideas. As America struggles to define itself in the post-9/11 world, one Chicago-based organization is setting a standard that has the potential to benefit the entire nation. Chicago is home to over 400,000 Muslims, a multi-ethnic and multilingual community. The Muslims of Chicago are among the most talented and most educated people in America. This dynamic community is led by a unified voice, a pioneering coalition representing over 50 Islamic organizations in the greater Chicago area, an organization that's helping to create a better city and a better country. CIOGC, the Council of Islamic Organizations of Greater Chicago. The Greater Chicago area is home to one of the largest and most ethnically diverse congregations of Muslims in the United States. Over 400,000 Muslims live in Chicagoland. There are over 140 mosques and prayer areas throughout the city. The community has established 16 full-time Islamic schools and 48 part-time schools, and the community is growing and reaching out to the mainstream of American society.
I do want to pay my respects and thank the Council of Islamic Organizations in Greater Chicago. It is a terrific organization, and we are delighted that the Council of Islamic Organizations in Greater Chicago has been empowering American Muslims.
It was a fantastic program, and people were delighted. They got a very positive view of the political activity in the United States. It was very beneficial for our young people because they saw hope in the political process and a future in participating in the mainstream American politics.
Senator Milner, thank you. Thank you so much.
The Council believes that a better informed and committed citizenry leads to a better nation. The Council has established strong and productive relationships with political leaders from all levels of government. The Council actively networks with policymakers and law enforcement officials, expressing the concerns of the community and sharing the community's perspective on a variety of issues. From its very inception, the Council has passionately embraced working for the common good and showing the dynamism of the American Muslim community through positive civic participation.
We felt that we were in this battle alone, but when the Council approached us and shared with us the challenges that they had been confronted with and what they were fighting against, we joined hands. We knew that this was a struggle that was far greater than the immigrant rights movement, that this was a battle for human rights, for civil rights, for constitutional rights. And the Council gave us a shot in the arm, not only with leadership and resources, but with an entire new base of support, which was the Muslim community.
The Council was a founding member of United Power for Action and Justice, and it's helped create a diverse coalition for political advocacy, the Greater Chicago Caucus.
The Greater Chicago Caucus is a coalition of minority and peace and justice groups. They work together to elect and protect politicians who care deeply about issues such as the war, torture, immigration.
Whether it's issues of poverty or civil rights, healthcare or immigration reform, human rights or interfaith dialogue, the Council has been on the front lines, working hand in hand with our partners for peace and social justice.
I've been able to partner with various of my brothers and sisters in the Council on various things, and it's really, if everyone can have this experience, to understand that our brothers and sisters of the Council, they are our friends, they're people of love, people who are progressive. It would just make everything so much better, and I'm glad that the Council is here and here to stay.
The Council has played a central role in organizing state constitutional reform, sponsoring interfaith events, and promoting leadership initiatives for Muslim youth. The Council has also coordinated a series of workshops to help community grassroots organizations enhance and improve their services. The Council publishes the largest medium of communication for the Muslims of Greater Chicago. The Chicago Crescent is a professional monthly newspaper that showcases important news, events, celebrations, and milestones in the community.
Chicago Crescent has been a breath of fresh air. It has been a great instrument for communication within the community as well as outside the community. Most people have come to expect it on a monthly basis. As a matter of fact, when they don't receive it in the mail or they don't see it at their local masjid, they start calling the council office.
The council has helped over 4,000 uninsured families receive health care throughout metropolitan Chicago. This pioneering service of the council has helped save more than $150 million in healthcare costs to the community. A major initiative of the council is to harness the creative energy and collective wisdom of the community. The council holds regular community meetings to discuss how to improve the potential of part-time Islamic schools, how to empower Muslim youth, and how to enact positive future strategies for the entire community. These comprehensive community consultations are popularly known as thinking retreats, a highly effective medium of dialogue, information sharing, and planning.
You get to sit down with people of diverse backgrounds, diverse cultures, diverse views, and talk about common issues and working towards consensus. I think that alone is a critical element in helping any community become a vibrant part of the United States social fabric.
Even native-born Muslims like Akif Rahman are not immune to harsh scrutiny by federal authorities.
The one major event that really prompted me to file the lawsuit was when we were driving back from Canada with the family, and where I was held for 6 hours. I was handcuffed for 3, guarded for the full duration.
Islamophobia is not only a challenge for American Muslims, but for America itself. When civil rights and constitutional rights are compromised, when fear leads to injustice and hatred, then the entire nation is affected. The human dimension goes far beyond numbers. Lives have been destroyed or changed forever.
Islamophobia is the new racism in America. And just like racism, which demonizes people, Islamophobia does the same thing. People that practice Islam are caricatured in newspapers, on television, wherever they go. And one of the great concerns about that is not just what it does to the psyche of the adults, but also to the children who are born here and are growing up with this caricature and saying, you are less than someone else, you are not as good as other people because you practice Islam. It's wrong and it has to be stopped.
That means that you have to mobilize. It means that you cannot be quiet. You cannot be passive. You have to be assertive. You have to speak up for your rights.
The Council is meeting the challenge of Islamophobia head-on by working with its membership and fellow Americans to help remove the fear and ignorance of Islam from our society.
We are a great community. Despite all odds, we continue to have faith in ourselves and in our future. And that comes because of the deep connection in worship with the Creator, who has said there are times which come and these times come and go. In today's environment where fear is strong, where Islamophobia is the only okay racism around, it is important for us to connect with neighbors, not only at the individual levels, but also collectively, in bridge building, in civic engagement, in networking, so we can together liberate America from the fear it is living in. America needs to achieve its ideals once again, ideals of liberty and freedom for all people. And that will happen when we invest in our future and the future of America.